my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you right now.
Do it, buddy.
And look at your fucking mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
You a fuck boy.
Thank you.
You could very well be in good shape here if you quit running your mouth.
This video wasn't caught on police body cam. It was recorded by this man, Joshua Kramer.
And come up to us extremely rageful, very angry. Wife's crying, my baby's starting to cry, all because of, I guess, throwing up my hands.
So he was the main reason you left?
Yes.
Sheriff had a rule
That if we were caught socializing with him, then, we would be in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Basically, we would get our butts.
But let me ask you, are you going to hang out all the time with my enemies?
County attorney who is speaking on behalf of the sheriff. He said the sheriff did nothing.
What's up, guys? It's Boy here, coming to a brand new video. I'm sure you know what we're talking about, but before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to Lexi Rose. You were the first one to comment on my video yesterday, and I also want to give a shout out to New Edge Mustangs. He didn't comment on yesterday's video, but he always comments on my videos, and he's like my #1 supporter. So yeah, definitely check those people out, and thank you for commenting and showing the support. Definitely, if you want to be featured in the next video, definitely comment some support, and yeah, I'll feature your video in the next video. So with that being said, let's just get into it. But let me just start off by saying this has to be one of the most craziest, weirdest, and I guess wildest situations I've ever came across. I mean, imagine being a cop and genuinely competing against your fellow blue brothers. This cop, Sheriff Henderson specifically, completely went out of his way to start and stir something up. The other officer, Sergeant James, who was the original officer that was originally conducting that traffic stop. But check this out, this isn't even his first time doing this. We'll get more into that later in the video, but with that being said, let's just get right into it. So this is the original video. It's only 4 minutes and 30 seconds long. We'll watch a news video that I found after this, so yeah.
On June 24th, 2022, Sergeant James with the Hiawassee Police Department conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle after observing it driving recklessly in Hiawassee, Georgia.
So this is just an ordinary traffic stop. This probably wouldn't even have made headlines in any way if this was just what happened. But just wait for it.
Man, I watched you. It took me this long to catch up to you.
I'm sorry.
You were 70 plus.
I didn't think I was that bad.
I checked you at 65.
I'm sorry.
What's your hurry?
I gotta get my medication.
You gonna try to kill people over medication?
Yeah, this is boring to you. I'll put a time stopper here where you can just skip to all the action.
You would have caused a wreck right here. What kind of medication is it?
It's for bipolar and anxiety.
Okay, I don't think that medicine would make you drive the way you were driving.
No, because it's starting to wear off. I was expecting to be home.
It's starting to wear off?
Yeah.
How many times a day you take it?
One when after I eat breakfast, I take one at 9 o'clock and one at 2 o'clock, and then one in the evening. And it's starting to wear, I can feel my head starting to.
Well, the way you were driving,
that's what happened. That's why I'm taking the medication.
Well, maybe you don't need to be driving at all.
No, as long as I'm on my medication.
Well, why don't you take your medication with you?
Because I expected to be home.
Hang tight.
After Sergeant James handed the driver his traffic citation, Sheriff
I'm trying not to be
Henderson
annoying.
with the Towns County Sheriff's Office suddenly intervened with the traffic stop.
I didn't write you for reckless driving or any of that. I wrote you for speed, just like I told you, 65 and a 45. I did put what you say and what I observed, okay? Your court date is August 8th, 2022 at the Hiawassee City Hall, okay?
This is where it starts
Sheriff
to get
Henderson
interesting.
approached the driver and asked him whether his traffic infraction occurred inside or outside the city. Sheriff Henderson and Sergeant James then get into an argument and threaten to arrest one another.
So you got to show up for court, okay? You would sign
Can you
right
believe
here,
this?
sign a
This
piece
is
of
like that
paper saying
meme
I
where it's like the
explained it
two
to you.
Spider-Mans and they're pointing at each other.
Is the imposter.
They're like, imagine being a cop and threatening another cop to arrest him. What kind of is that?
All right, watch coming through town like that, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Traffic's
sorry.
heavy, okay? All right, be careful.
Sir, got a question. Yes, what come on inside the city or out here?
Just right here.
Okay.
O's, go pull the video at Valero.
Listen, don't let
You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you right now.
Do it, buddy.
And we're gonna
do it.
charges
Do
against
it.
your ignorance.
Do it, O's.
Go for it.
Do it. There's cameras at Valero and there's cameras at Napa that CJ pulled out.
Shut your fucking mouth.
You don't
Dude.
talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Every time I watch this, every time I watch this is like goes completely out of hand. I mean, what the hell? This dude is like completely going out of his way to start something up. Like I said earlier, he's just completely losing it on this guy. Completely like being the aggressor. I mean, I've never ever seen a cop act like this. When I saw this, I was like, what? Dude, like this dude is losing it. I mean, what? I mean, just imagine being like an ordinary citizen dealing with this dude. Well, and that's actually what happens later on in the video, so we just keep on watching.
Boy, you a fuck boy.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Count 302, status check.
Info. Motherfucker.
According to 11 Alive Investigates, they obtained an audio recording of Sheriff Henderson talking about Hiawassee police officers. In the recording, the sheriff allegedly tells his deputies not to associate with
We'll get into that
Hiawassee
later.
officers
That's the
because they're
news article I'm
enemies
talking
of
about.
the sheriff's office. The Georgia Bureau of Investigations is currently investigating the incident between the two agencies.
So here's the original video, guys. It's by 11 Alive News, and yeah, let's just watch it.
You get on my traffic stop again,
Like you just previously watched this, but yeah.
do it, buddy. And we're gonna do it.
Millions watched this heated confrontation between a Georgia sheriff and police sergeant, and now 11 Alive viewers are coming forward saying there's more where that came from. 11 Alive investigator Kristen Crowley has new video of the Towns County sheriff arguing with another driver, and that's not all, Kristen.
Jennifer, we
That's
also
not all.
obtained a
Trust me, that's
secret
not all.
recording in which the sheriff calls Hiawassee police his enemy. And we tracked down a former sheriff's office employee who explains why. But first, we start with that new video of what a driver called a needless and scary traffic stop.
You could very well be in good shape here.
Who is this freaking guy that we just saw? Yes, Sheriff Henderson. Sheriff freaking Henderson. Oh my gosh. I think, yeah, that's his name, right? I don't know. I don't care. Oh my gosh.
If you quit running your mouth.
There on camera is a familiar face. Remember this video?
Shut your mouth.
Both show Towns County Sheriff Ken Henderson, but this video wasn't caught on police body cam.
Of course it wasn't.
Recorded by this man, Joshua Kramer.
And come up to us extremely rageful, very angry.
Very. You could tell.
Kramer says his family was on their way to church in May when a black SUV...
Pause this. Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that? Not only was his family pulled over for a stupid reason that I don't even think there was a reason for in the first place. They were going to church. These people were going to church, bro. Not only are you gonna like pull over an innocent family, just that you messed up on. You pull over a family that's going to church. I'm sure, of course, he didn't know that, but still, imagine being such an asshole, dude.
Tried to get into their lane.
And I had to slam
Yeah,
on my
he just tried to
brakes
get in there
until I
like,
threw
oh,
my hands up.
sorry, I didn't let it play.
I didn't know it was a cop until he got in front of me.
Henderson wasn't in a squad car and he wasn't in uniform. He pulled
Can you
Kramer
believe
over
that?
with flashing police lights in his unmarked car.
When did you start recording?
It was right after he come up and said, let's see if we can't get you a ticket. Me and the wife both just had a gut feeling that something was wrong.
I mean, do you hear this, guys? Not only has this sheriff, I mean, I honestly feel like I shouldn't even be calling him that. But still, nonetheless, not only has this sheriff been caught doing this before, he was the aggressor. What? This dude was the aggressor. Cut this innocent family off going to church, literally. Like, that's the thing that politicians say, you know, oh, going to church, whatever, this and that, you know, that they say. But this family was literally going to church, and he completely went out of his way to go and stir something up and just completely, you know, violate this innocent family, this completely innocent dude that was just driving. I mean, what the hell? I mean, what kind of law enforcement officer acts like this? And that's that I back the blue and, you know, completely support the police. This isn't one of those bad apples. I mean, and trust me, I believe in bad apples. Not all cops are good. But this is, hold on, I was saving this. I was saving this. He is the most crustiest, expired, maggot-filled, most rotten-smelling apple I have ever seen. I wrote that in my notes because that is honestly how I feel about this dude. This dude is the most crustiest, you know, expired, rotten-smelling apple that could possibly be out there, ruining it for all the good cops out there that are genuinely just trying to make a difference in their community. And this guy, this freaking stupid Sheriff Henderson, is completely ruining it for everybody.
This isn't how this is supposed to go.
You acting like a moron back there.
I'm being cooperative as I can be. My kids are terrified because of the
Poor
the
kids.
anger that he's putting through my window. My wife's crying.
I can feel it.
My baby's starting to cry, all because of, I guess, throwing up my hands.
So you
All
saw
over
it one
nothing.
way, I saw
All
it
over
another.
nothing.
Kramer says the sheriff, who never identified himself, calmed down after seeing he was being recorded. But it was after seeing our first report that Kramer decided to come forward.
Somebody with that much power and that much anger, we just wanted to show people the real him.
Kramer's not the only one speaking up.
When you saw that video of the sheriff interacting with the police sergeant, did it surprise you?
Honestly, no.
So not only is this crooked cop one of the most freaking stupid people I've ever seen, he is just completely sideways with everything he does. I mean, I don't know how else to explain this. He got scene recording, and I don't even think that they got a ticket or anything. He just drove off, whatever. What? This dude was completely just off the rails, man. I mean, oh my gosh, imagine working with this dude. I mean, what is this dude's problem? Does anybody know the backstory or to why this sheriff would be acting like this? Definitely let me know in the comments, because I couldn't find anything on why he's acting like this. I mean, to fellow cops. I mean, this isn't even like a slight competition, like, you know, that nobody actually admit. This dude is making extremely clear he does not want his sheriffs hanging out with the fellow deputies of the other police department. And then he goes on to make it undoubtedly clear, just out of the question clear, that if they interact with the other deputies in any single way, he will chew their butts out. I mean, what? I mean, I'm sure she sugarcoated because, yeah. I mean, yeah, well, yeah, but I think it's just safe to say that this sheriff deserves to have his badge completely just taken away, all authority completely stripped. I mean, am I right or what? I mean, come on, right?
During our investigation, we tracked down a former sheriff's office employee who asked we keep them anonymous. They still live in town and say they fear retaliation.
Would you say that he was the main...
This is where I got the chew their butts out
The
from.
former worker also told us the sheriff had a rule not to speak with Hiawassee police.
That if we were caught socializing with them, then, you know, we would be in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Basically, we would get our butts chewed out.
And you're going to hang out with him while you're in uniform working for me.
That's exactly what happened.
This is a
in
recording.
this secret
The previous video I was talking
obtained
about.
by 11 Alive between the sheriff and some of his employees who were having lunch with Hiawassee police. The sheriff accused them of talking about him behind his back.
I run this motherfucker by myself before I'll be disrespected by people that work for me. And I'm sorry, I know I'm acting crazy, but I've never been so damn mad.
20 minutes into the secret recording, the sheriff says this.
But let me ask you, are you going to hang out all the time with my enemies?
I would
Enemies.
hope that, you know, something could be done about the way he acted.
Enemies.
Because that was very childish. And, you know, you're supposed to work together with other
Exactly.
agencies. You're not supposed to act like that.
The former
Exactly.
worker says the only
Yes.
solution they saw was to quit.
You would never go back to work for the
I
sheriff's office.
wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame them.
You couldn't pay me no amount of money to go back there and work.
I wouldn't blame
Kramer
them.
says his solution
I don't.
is to take a different route to church in hopes of avoiding the sheriff and another confrontation.
This shouldn't be allowed, and something needs to happen before something terrible happens in the future.
Shut your mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
We showed Kramer's video to the county attorney who is speaking on behalf of the sheriff. He said the sheriff did nothing illegal in the video.
Nothing illegal.
The
Oh yeah, guys. I mean, that's pretty much it for today's video. I mean, what did you think? What do you think? This, not only has the sheriff gone completely out of his way, like I've made it, you know, extremely clear. The DA or whatever goes on to say that he deserves no or hasn't committed a criminal act, whatever. What? Oh my gosh. I believe in the system. I hope that it could be right and just turns itself around and gets this guy for something, or just, you know, just strips his badge, I guess. But come on, dude. This guy is just completely off the rails, dude. And I just feel like I had to make a video on this because I had to. What the hell, bro? Ay. That's pretty much gonna do it for today's video, guys. I mean, definitely if you like this video, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Definitely follow me on Instagram. My username's @GeorgePettis3. I'll put it up here in text. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more. And like I said in the beginning, definitely leave us support in the comments. I'll definitely feature your comment in the next video. And yeah, guys, I guess with that being said, that's gonna pretty much do it. And catch you guys on the next one. Peace.